everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. If this is your first time visiting, then hello, my name is Rebecca, and make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also on the little bell icon and click to receive all notifications so that you never miss one of my crochet videos. So in this one I'm going to be showing you how to make this really beautiful stacked shell stitch baby blanket. Now obviously it doesn't have to be a baby blanket, you can use it for a scarf or a table runner, literally anything that you like. But it's a really simple one row repeat after you've set up your foundation row, of course, and it grows really quickly, and I just think it gives a really delicate finish for your project. It's a really good one for yarn cakes and things so that you're not messing about changing colours, but it would also work really beautifully in a solid colour, or stripes or something would work really beautifully as well. So we're just going to jump straight in with the stacked shell stitch baby blanket. So for this particular blanket and tutorial I'll be using this beautiful pastel variegated yarn, and I will leave a link for it down in the description, and it is colour 55414, and I'm going to be using the recommended 4mm hook size. So you want to start with your slip knot on your hook, and you're going to work your foundation chain in multiples of 4. So however wide you want your project to be, so long as it's a multiple of 4. So yarn over and pull through. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll just complete your foundation chain now, and I will meet you when it is the length that you require it to be. Okay, so I've completed my foundation chain now, and I'm ready to work back along, starting our shell stitches. So into the 4th chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3, 4, you are going to put 4 UK treble crochets. So in the US these will be your double crochet. So yarn over, insert into that 4th chain, yarn over and pull up. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So those chains that we skipped are counting as 1 treble crochet, and then we've just completed a treble crochet, and all of our shells are going to consist of 5 treble crochets. So we've already got 2, so the chains we skipped and the one we've just done. So you want 3 more back into that very same chain. So yarn over again, insert into that same chain, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3, and we want 5. It's 4, so we just want 1 more. So that is what will become our very first shell. We then want to skip 3 chains along your foundation row, so you're going to skip 1, 2 and 3. Just make sure that you're careful when you're counting the ones that you're skipping, because that chain gets pulled up because we've done quite a few stitches. It can sometimes be a little tricky to see that first chain. So skip 3, and into the 4th you're going to do your next shell. So you will do 5 trebles, all in that same chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again, skip 3, and into the 4th, work your shell. So you'll just repeat that all the way along your row now. So doing your shell, which will always consist of 5 trebles, skip 3 stitches and do your next shell. So I will meet you as you get towards the end of your foundation chain in just a moment. So in the very end chain I have finished with 1 treble crochet on its own. So you're now going to turn your work around, and you can either chain up 3, it's up to you, or you can do the treble type stitch that I'm about to do. So you can either chain, or you can insert your hook into the start. You can insert your hook into that very first stitch, so just where you've come up from, yarn over and pull up, and yarn over, pull through 2, and then you'll see it's got 2 vertical parts to this stitch now. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and that just gives you a treble height stitch but without having the gap of a chain. We're then going to work our first shell, so you're going to work all of your shells into the middle treble. So each shell had 5 trebles, so into the 3rd treble you will do your new shell. So skip 2 stitches and work your 5 trebles into the middle treble. Go through the whole of the stitch, making sure that you catch the V, and complete your 5 trebles. Skip across to the middle of your next shell stitch and do the same, so 5 trebles into the middle treble. So you're literally just going to work that all the way along until you get towards the very end of your row. So shell stitch into the middle treble of each shell from the previous row. I've just completed my very final shell into the top of that last shell stitch, but into the top of the skipped chains from the beginning of that foundation row, I'm going to do 1 treble into those very end chains. So yarn over, insert into those final chains and just do 1 treble on its own. And then again, this is the row now that you're ready to repeat over and over. So again, you can either chain up 3 or you can do your treble height stitch by inserting your hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, insert your hook behind that vertical part, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're ready to do your shell into the top of that middle treble from the row below. Three, 4, and 5. And then again, skip to the top of your next shell and do your new shell in the middle treble. And again, work that all the way along your row. And I will meet you at the other end just to firm up that very final stitch placement one final time. So once again, I've done my final shell into that last shell, and then I need to work my treble on its own into that very end stitch. So I'll be skipping 2 stitches and working treble into that final stitch. So there you go, that is how you should be looking at this point. So that is the row that you'll repeat over and over again until your project is as big as you want it to be. So I've worked up quite a few more rows now, as you can see, and you can obviously finish it and leave it with the shells, but if you wanted to straighten off so that your top and bottom is the same, I'm going to show you how to do that now. So you'll start off in exactly the same way as before with your treble height stitch. You then want to chain 2, and then into that middle stitch you're going to put a UK double, or in the US is your single. So yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both. Chain 3, and then again double into that middle treble, chain 3, and double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and you'll just work that all the way along, and I'll meet you as you get to the other side in just a tick. So I've done my final double. I'm going to chain 2 for the end, just like we did at the start, and then I'm going to do the treble to finish into that last stitch, just like we normally do. So finish with the treble, and that is how you should look. And then it just gives you a nice straight edge to start if you were doing some border rows or something. So that is it for the stacked shell baby blanket stitch. I really hope that you have enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, then please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and also check out the links for all of the other tutorials that you might like on my channel. But I will see you again really soon. Bye for now.